Good morning everyone, my name is Alex Dodds. Welcome to part 1 of episode 91 of Dodds Diaries. Today is Monday the 19th of July. It's now just coming up towards 20 to 9. And today I go away on holiday for a whole week. And destination of this holiday is the British capital, London. But because I'm not having holidays abroad this year, I'm having some staycations. So I already had one in Birmingham, and I'm having a week in London this week. And then I've got a one in September. This is going to be a fun time, an interesting one. It's my first trip to London since the coronavirus pandemic started. So is it going to be busy? Is it going to be not? We'll have to find out. Starting here at Cheshire Street, and I'm going to catch the 0853 just to get to Durham. I didn't want to be dragging my case up the hill. I've just dragged it up to here and I'm sweating already because it is quite warm out here. And then from Durham on the I think it's 0948, but I can check on here. Yeah, on the 0943 from Durham to King's Cross. I get to London King's Cross at 12:41. Checked into my hotel from 2 o'clock, so once I get there, just get all my bits and bobs. Got my Oyster card to put a season ticket on. Now, the last time I had a week in London was back in 2010. I was only 18 years old, and you know, I didn't go but I went to other parts. I went to like the suburbs and that. I probably won't be doing that this time, because this time I've got more attractions to go and have a look at. And also one of the days I'm going to be out of London all day, but more of that to come later on in the week. I have to mind the gap, please, throughout this week. I've been looking forward to this for so long. I haven't had a full week holiday since 2019. Now I'm going to have it. Now let's enjoy the holiday. It's the 0852 at Liverpool Lime Street, running a few minutes late. And I'll be on another one of these kind of trains later on.
Welcome to this Trans-Pennine Express service to Liverpool Lime Street.
Off to London I go. ride to the northeast for a week.
board this LNER Azuma to London King's Cross. We will call at Newark Northgate, Peterborough and London King's Cross. The next station will be Newark Northgate.
CCTV is in operation on this service for your safety and security. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our onboard team or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Personal belongings with you. Thank you for travelling with LNER. If you're leaving us here, please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you. Thank you for travelling with LNER.
Sorry? Put them in there, just disconnect them from the whole.
On board this LNER Azuma to London King's Cross. We will call at London King's Cross only.
CCTV is in operation on this service for your safety and security. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our onboard team or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
But
date. It's now 12:36. Just past Stevenage. Unfortunately, overhead wire problem around Welling. So where do we divert via Hertford North? I might get a little bit of a refund. Passed under the M25. Here's where we go. Just north of Enfield. This is Enfield that we're passing through in North London. Coming to Palmer's Green. Just coming up to Bounds Grain Depot. Side Alexandra Palace. I'm coming back to the ACML. So I'll get a look at Bounds Grain Depot. A couple of the Zoomers in there. 6 down there. And there. Muswell Hill is up there somewhere. Finsbury Park.
Right, stop it now. We're going to be
We will shortly be arriving at London King's Cross, where we finish our journey today. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you. Thank you for travelling with LNER.
New King's Cross Tunnel, Dasworth Tunnel on the left is now open. We're going in it. Yes, we are. And we're now in London for the next week or so.
Hello, you just got this had my sweets. One got and my iPad.
Right now in London, getting half an hour late. We're going grab bite to eat. Get on the train to get to the hotel. It must be dead. Right onto the 2 Tide Road from Edgware Road. Right, it's 2:25, so here I am, finally, in London, British capital. I'm here for the next week or so. My hotel is the Central Park Hotel, literally just round the corner from Kensington Gardens. I'll show you on the map where I am, and I'll show you the room afterwards. So, here it is, just round the corner from Queensway Tube Station and Bayswater's there. Kensington Palace is just round the corner from us. I've got Kensington Gardens and the Serpentine, and there's Hyde Park just there. So that's where I am in all of London. Right, let's show you the room, what I've got. So I've got a single bed with a telly. It's actually got a fridge there as well. Cooling fan. There's no aircon in this, but thankfully I've got a nice fan to keep me cool. Just take a look in the bathroom. And here it is, the bathroom. This looks kind of good indeed. Getting down here, I'll sit on this bed and see what it feels like, and yeah, this is good. Getting down here was a bit of a, well, not much of a clot on. What happened was, we're running fine until we got out past Peterborough. The overhead wires apparently broke somewhere around Hadley Wood, North London area. So what our train had to do, which is what they normally do with engineering works when the line is shut around Hadley Wood, we divert through Hetford North and then down towards Palmer's Green, Bowes Park, and then join the East Coast Main Line at Alexandra Palace. As a result of getting here over half an hour late, so it means I'm going to be able to claim some refund. Nice one. I'm going to unpack, rest here for a bit, and then I think I will start with some spotting. So, down here, I've got lots to do, lots to see. The goal is to video all the terminals at least once. There's about 13 or 14, there's a lot of them. I'm hoping I don't have any problems. Haven't had a job's worth in Paris in 2019, and there's a good chance I could have something go around here. This is, after all, a job's worth capital territory. There's a chance I could get refused at one of the stations, or hopefully I'll not get refused. There's been some good reports down here. I've got lots of things I've booked to go and see, including going away on the Wednesday. So, and tickets. I've obviously got an Oyster card, which is in my bag here. I've had this for like 11 years now. Well, since 2009 actually. Here it is. This time I put a 7-day ticket on zones 1 and 2, so that's all central London area. That'll take us up to the end of Sunday night. It's costing me £35. It's much dearer. Travel round here is dearer than what Paris was. It was like 20-something euro for a 7-day ticket to cover all that area. And if I want to go to zone 3, like the Docklands area, well, I've got some credit on there, so I can do like the price to the price cap and all that. So have a look at the view out the window. My fridge is flickering actually, I don't know. But this is the view out the window. It's yet again it's another back street view. But I honestly do not mind. Just as well got this fan on. It is red hot. It's like in the high 20s down here. It is due to be hot all week. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to now rest and unpack before I head out. Right, it's 4:45, out I go. This is Bayswater Road. I think to start with, I'm going to head up to Paddington and make that my first spotting session. Plan to do each station at once while I'm here. So up I go. Right, good start. First session, and we are at Paddington Station on the terminus of the Great Western Mail Railway line. Disembarked King and Brunel's magnificent Paddington Station. You know it for Paddington Bear as well. So here's what we got. What I saw in Bristol and Weston-super-Mare a few weeks ago, 2 IETs there. And over there is the Underground, the Hammersmith and City and District Line services. It is red hot out here, like high 20s. I think it's like 27, 28 out here. I'm sweating. But I've got everything to keep me safe. Anyway, we're off to a great start. This is station number 1 done. Well, by the time I finish.
West Ealing, from services to Drayton Green, Castle Bar Park, South Greenford and Greenford. This is a security announcement reminding passengers to keep a watchful eye on their luggage and personal belongings at all times. Unattended luggage can cause unnecessary security alerts.
That's the Crossrail trains. Well, the last time I did this station was 6 years ago. Of course, we have no more HSTs round here now. pathetic, isn't it? You see graffiti on the side of trains. Come on, that's just ridiculous. Okay, it's 20 to 5. I'm going to end it here. That's a good start, that. I don't really need necessarily long at these stations, maybe 35, 40 minutes. This is number 1 done. Still many more to go between now and next Monday. For my first bit of sightseeing, come to Piccadilly Circus. That's the big screen, all the different adverts are up there. There's been many adverts in the decades gone by. Got a Coca-Cola Coke Zero up there. A lot of others there. Just take all around. St James, that's Regent Street up that way. And just over there, that is Shaftesbury Avenue. And of course, normally London would be visited by millions of people every year from all over the world. But of course, during the pandemic, that's not possible. If I'm honest, it's not as busy as what it normally would. Normally this place is haven, but there's still like a lot of people around. Could be like, for example, people who live like mainly like UK people who live here. They'll be down here. Like a lot of having a staycation, not going abroad this year. So if I was to go to say Heathrow, I would find it quite quiet. Oh, there's a scorcher out here. These are all the famous London Red buses. That is what they still nickname that, the Boris Master, after Boris Johnson, of course. And that's the number 9. Just down the road is Trafalgar Square. I think I'll be sightseeing around here to start with. So, and it is quite hot out here. Having a good holiday so far today. Having a walk from Piccadilly Circus. I've actually now walked into Leicester Square, which is just over here. This here is M&M's World, which I will be going into one day while I'm here. I'm going to take a walk around the square. This is what I love. The buzz of the West End. After everything we've all been through in the last year and a half, finally, life is pretty much all coming back now. So this is Leicester Square, and this is the statue of William Shakespeare. I'm loving it round here. Really feel the buzz. The West End around here. Just had me tea. We'll go to Waterloo station later. Now, hopefully, I'll get on there, and then I think we'll go along the South Bank. Well, when I say we, that's just me actually. Go along the South Bank later on. We'll have a look at M&M's World in just a bit. Sun is out, and I've come to Trafalgar Square. It is a lovely, lovely sunny evening. That is Whitehall down there, and there's Big Ben. And she won't be chiming again until next year, I'm afraid. This is Nelson's Column, and this over here we've got cream, something with a cherry on the top. I don't know what that is for. So this is Nelson's Column here. Helicopter up there. And behind me we've got the National Gallery. I could possibly go in that this week if I have the time to do so. Around the corner, not far, is Charing Cross. Now, I'm enjoying it so much, so I'm actually trying to decide what I should do maybe next. So I'm going to head to Waterloo, but I'll should I either walk all the way down Whitehall to Westminster or go on the train. I think I'm having such a nice evening and a nice walk as well. I think we're going to walk through the heart of British government. Welcome down at Whitehall. This is the cenotaph. Where I am is the heart of British government, and there's been a massive part in our lives for the last year and a half. That is Downing Street over there, very heavily armed of course. Got lots of police officers around. You've got all sorts of units down here. All sorts of different police divisions down here as well, like diplomatic protection unit, all sorts. It's astonishing walking past the centre of government. There's been a massive part of our lives in the UK for the last year and a half or so. I'm having such a nice evening, such a nice walk. I'm going to keep walking to Westminster Bridge, I think, and then probably go to Waterloo that way. So I've come down to Westminster, and here is Big Ben. Still covered up in all the scaffolding. But that's due to be all gone by next year apparently. Still see one clock face. As is common with Parliament Square, there is some sort of protest going on there, which I'm obviously not going to bother, of course, because it's not my thing. Just outside Westminster Tube Station. I'm going to walk across Westminster Bridge over the Thames and head towards Waterloo. It's 7:10 and I'm enjoying my slow walk to Waterloo. Walked across the River Thames now. That is the London Eye, which I will be going on this week, and also one of the river cruises as well. I'll be going on them this week. Over there, that is Charing Cross to the left. All this is the embankment. The Golden Jubilee bridges. The other side, this is Houses of Parliament. That's there's Big Ben up there. That'll be still covered in the scaffolding until next year, and also next year is when it'll chime once again after completing I would say a 5-year restoration job. Got these concrete barriers here. These were put up after the what happened in 2017, to be honest. It's pretty weird because, you know, during the first lockdown in 2020, this was all dead, no one around. This was all 28 days later last year. In fact, obviously 28 days later was filmed here, and they filmed the scene here with Cillian Murphy walking across Westminster Bridge, and London was completely deserted, no one around. There were many scenes like that during last year. Right, let's go walk this way. Just around the corner from Waterloo now. This is Paddington Street in the borough of Lambeth. Okay, it's gone 10 to 8 and spotting session number 2. Here I am at Waterloo, London's biggest, I think busiest station. This is South Western Railway territory, what used to be South West trains back in the day. This is where I'll be on Wednesday morning for where I'll be going when I'll be out of the capital all day. This station, you've got trains literally in and out all the time. So we've got 444s around. That's the new South Western Railway livery. This is the old South West Trains livery. Got a class 1 5 9 down there. So a Perkins engine. So yeah, I think they're 444s. These are 450s. Trains go to all sorts of places from here, like to the southwest, down the southwestern main line to Bournemouth and Weymouth. There's one train coming in. This one is a I should know these. I can't really tell what these are. Right. Go to all sorts of places from here. You can go to Portsmouth, Epsom. Next station's down the road is Vauxhall, and then the busiest station for traffic, Clapham Junction. But if I have time, I could go there this week. I'll probably be at this station for about 30-35 minutes, and then I'll go at the South Bank. This is also my first spotting session this week looking at third rail territory. So third rail is, see the two, you got the normal 2 tracks, and then to the left, or the right of it, is the that's the conductor line. 750 volt DC runs through that. If you step on that, you're fried. That little spark come from the horseshoe that all South Western Railway trains, except the 159s, carry. Picks up the electric from the third rail conductor down by the main tracks. It's a British Airways plane, which I believe is flying into London City Airport, which was closed during the lockdown. That's a class 4. Oh no, that's one of the new ones. It's one of the new trains, just left the old Eurostar terminal. It's now in use by South Western Railway. The Eurostar trains do, of course, go from St Pancras, which have done since 2007. Right, 8:30. Gonna finish here at Waterloo. Did a lovely session. Nice staff as well. I did get checked a couple of times, but that's just part of their job, and just showed me pass. That's it. Right, I'm now gonna head to the south bank of the Thames. So I'm back on the Thames and next to the Jubilee Gardens. This is a lovely way to see London, on the south bank of the Thames. Big Ben and House of Parliament there. And there's Charing Cross over there. And the sun is just going down. It is still really hot out here. It's around 24 degrees Celsius. And the hot weather is going to continue right the way through the week. Fantastic. When I came here for a week's holiday in 2010, I was only 18 years old. A lot of that holiday was just going round on the trains. Didn't really do much sightseeing or many attractions. This time it's different. I'm going to go and look for a pub to have a pint in a bit, because I can really do with having one. I am having an absolutely beautiful time here. My last tube trains are around midnight. I'm on the Circle line, I think, has stopped for the evening, so I've got to rely on the Central line to get us back to Queensway. I'm having an absolutely beautiful evening. The London Eye is just over there, and I'll be on that this week, and on the cruise this week. That pint was lovely. I've just been in the BFI restaurant, British Film Institute. This is absolutely beautiful. This is Waterloo Bridge. You can see that changes colour. The edges there. London is absolutely amazing lit up at night and very humid. Now we're now heading towards Blackfriars, which is down over there. That is St Paul's Cathedral, just over there. It is very humid. It's going to be a hot night for me, and difficult for me to try and get to sleep tonight when it's like 20-something degrees out here. Now, tube-wise, what I need to know. The Circle line and the Hammersmith and City line, unfortunately, there's no service after 9 o'clock each night, all the way through to Sunday. It's because of train cancellations, crew shortage, caused by them having to isolate because of the COVID. So I just need to bear that in mind. Just look at all this down on the Thames. The sun's going down. Big Ben, you can still see it lit up there. Sun's going down, it's really humid still. There's Charing Cross lit up blue. But they've lit up blue as a tribute to the NHS. Now I might start making my way back to my hotel soon. What I think I'll do is I'm going to walk to Waterloo East, jump on a South Eastern, just to do a little quick ride across the Thames. I might actually take a look at the Northern Embankment before I make my way back to Queensway tube station. There's a nice pub over there called the Pub on the Thames, on the Embankment, on the other side. I think I'm going to be down here quite a few times through the week. Right, we're going to go across the river on a Southeastern Class 376. Just a quick ride.
bound and bus services to the west end of the city, please make your way to the front of the station.
Now this will be one of the trains that'll come from, I would imagine, the Kent area. So London Eye lift up pink. These are the Electrostar trains. Over the Thames we go into Charing Cross, which is a station I do plan to do tomorrow. Hopefully I will get on the platforms this time. That was a nice little ride, just outside Charing Cross, just behind. Waterloo along the Strand now. Gonna do one more little sightseeing spot. Just coming up to actually Trafalgar Square, if I'm honest. Gonna head down to the embankment now, which is, I think I go this way. That Southeastern is going down to one of the busiest UK ports in the UK. That is, of course, Dover in the southeast. back in my hotel, Central Park Hotel. It's now 11:30 and it is quite humid. I've got the fan on full blast. I'm going to keep that on probably during the night just to try and keep us cool, because it is like red hot down here. So today, first part of my London holiday, started in Cheshire Street, train to Durham, came down from Durham to here on a linear Zoomer. It's actually my first ride from Durham down to here on a Zoomer, and yet again had another hiccup getting here. The train was running alright. Well, okay, firstly it made an extra stop at Grantham because the train in front of ours was took out of service. There was a fault on it. So Grantham passengers at Grantham got on our train, so it wasn't rammed out, but it was busy. Then as we got near Stevenage, unfortunately we started slowing around Hitchin. Actually, overhead wires, there were problems around Hadley Wood area, so our train had to divert via the Hertford Loop through Hertford North and then down towards Palmer's Green, Alexandra Palace, and then into King's Cross. So by getting over half an hour late, I've just gotten about between £7 and £8 back in a refund. Very nice. Then I'm getting my tube ticket, 7-day ticket, checked in alright, no problems. Then obviously I've been out, spotted at a couple of stations to make a stop. Paddington, signed in, no problem, nice stuff. It's all the IETs, and that's all like the Crossrail trains. Then I've been to Piccadilly Circus, Leicester Square, and Trafalgar Square. And then I walked from Trafalgar Square all the way to Waterloo. It was such a nice evening, so I thought I'll do that. London still, it doesn't look as busy as what it would normally be due to the lack of international tourists. The majority of them, any foreigners here, will probably be students in the universities, and of course UK residents or even Irish residents will be likely over here, as international tourists are still subjected to quarantine, I think. And then Waterloo station, no problem, signed in. They do check on you, so I was checked a couple of times, but again it was all low key and they were just doing their job. I was absolutely fine with that. Even had a nice little chat with them as well. Nice stuff indeed. Waterloo station, that's where I'll have to be in the early hours of Wednesday morning. After I finished Waterloo, I had a lovely relaxing walk on the South Bank. Had a pint in the BFI, British Film Institute, South Bank restaurant. £5 something for a pint of Beck's, that is quite a bit. In my local pub, Marta Tavern, I only paid £2.15 for a pint of Carlin. But there's many other places I'll be having a look at through this week. London lit up at night is absolutely amazing, and I've got lots more of it to look forward to through the week. Right, tomorrow, part 2. So, I've got booked the London Eye, I'm going on, and the Thames Cruise, I'm going on. And I'm planning to do 3 stations through the day: Charing Cross, Cannon Street and London Bridge. Get them ticked off. Just to see how I get on at Charing Cross station. Hopefully I've got nice staff this time. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Stay cool and good night.